So this might be Prince Harry's Invictus Games. It's his creation, it's his baby. But this is really a relaunch event, a whole week of exposure for the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle. Now, we have
Prince Harry has just been hit with a reality check, and it's coming from the very organization he helped create. Ahead of the 2027 Invictus Games, reports have emerged that the Duke of Sussex personally demanded to be housed in five-star luxury accommodations, complete with a private wing and royal-level service. But instead of quietly approving the request, the CEO of Invictus shut him down with a brutally honest response. You can't use veterans' money for your luxury lifestyle. No more lavish demands. That rejection didn't just deny Harry's request, it sent a loud message that Invictus belongs to the veterans, not to a prince looking for special treatment.
papers into the news, onto the website, so we remember who she is again. And what we see with Harry is that this is his element. Okay, when he was a member of the royal family and he was a working royal, he was doing this. He was playing with the youngsters. He was having fun. He was waving. He knew the cameras were there, and he was.
For years, Prince Harry has proudly positioned the Invictus Games as his personal legacy project, an initiative meant to honor wounded warriors and give purpose beyond the battlefield. But this incident is now casting serious doubts about his motives. While the athletes, many of them amputees, trauma survivors, and combat veterans, prepared to stay in modest accommodations, Harry reportedly expected the very best, all on the organization's dime. The optics are terrible. A wealthy prince, living in a $14 million Montecito mansion, asking a veteran-led charity to fund his five-star comfort. For those who have sacrificed limbs, endured trauma, and now travel in economy class just to compete, the contrast is nothing short of insulting.
That they have produced themselves over the last year. So this is a change in policy. It's also a change in branding for Meghan. And the reason it's a change in branding for Meghan is because she will have what we're told is huge commercial deals coming out at the end of the year. So
sources close to Invictus say the denial wasn't just about cost, it was about principle. The games rely heavily on donors, sponsors, and public trust. Any sign that those funds are being diverted for personal luxury could damage everything they built. That's why the CEO's response was not just firm, it was essential. Sponsors are already expressing unease behind the scenes.
Projects are doing right now, and they're saying, you know what? Once or twice a year, he and Meghan, or Prince Harry, flies in alone and swoops in to be like, these are the games, and get really great PR. And they're kind of annoyed. So other papers have reported that in the last 2 years, over 2,000 members of the Invictus Games have quit because they're very...
If Harry's willing to make requests like this, what else has he tried to push through? The fear is real. If the charity loses credibility, the nations dry up, and the athletes of real heroes suffer. Among veterans, the backlash is growing. Some have reportedly mocked Harry, saying, if he wants to show support, let him bunk in the barracks with the rest of us. The respect he once earned as a soldier prince is being chipped away, replaced by doubts about whether he is more committed to luxury than to service. And social media isn't making it any easier.
Not playing up to the crowds, but enjoying the fact that the crowds are there and that the cameras are on them. This is a new version of Harry and Meghan, definitely a new version of Meghan, far more relaxed. One of the interesting elements out here is the information that's provided.
Adding more fuel to the fire is Meghan Markle. Insiders suggest she may have influenced the demand for luxury accommodations. While not confirmed, her past reputation for insisting on first-class treatment during royal tours and Hollywood events has many believing she played a role. True or not, public perception is everything, and right now, the Sussex brand is being viewed as addicted to indulgence, not grounded in the values they often preach. This scandal is more than just another PR nightmare for Harry, it's a turning point. Within the Invictus organization, there are now whispers about scaling back his role. Some believe his presence has become a distraction, pulling focus away from the veterans and placing it back on the ongoing Sussex drama.
Hand in hand with her loving husband, at a cause that everybody, obviously, particularly the Invictus Games with all the wounded soldiers, this is a cause that many people will have sympathy for. So putting her here front and centre, looking happy, looking relaxed, looking fun, no negativity, then it really does.
If the Games were to move forward without him, it would be a humiliating blow. The very project that once gave Harry purpose and public respect may no longer need him. Prince Harry once stood out as a symbol of service and resilience. He wore the uniform, walked beside wounded soldiers, and helped create a global platform to celebrate their strength. But this recent incident threatens to unravel that image. Instead of being seen as a champion for veterans, he is now being viewed as a man trying to use their sacrifices to support his own lifestyle. And perhaps the most damaging part of all is the CEO's words, which will follow him for years. You can't use veterans' money for your luxury lifestyle. It wasn't just a denial, it was a statement. A reminder that no matter his past titles or his public image, the Invictus Games are about sacrifice, not self-indulgence. And the world is watching as the last shield protecting Harry's reputation begins to slip away.